Hello and welcome to Deep Dive. We are so glad to have you with us today.
We really are. Today is February 18th, and we have a lineup that covers everything from the outer reaches of our solar system to the very foundations of modern technology and music.
It is a day of massive breakthroughs, Marcus. We're starting with a story of patience and observation that completely changed our cosmic map back in 1930.
You're talking about Pluto. I've always loved the story of how it was found because it wasn't some high-tech sensor sweep. It was pure, old-school detective work.
Exactly. Clyde Tombaugh was only 24 years old when he made the discovery at the Lowell Observatory in Flagstaff, Arizona. He was looking for something astronomers called Planet X, a theoretical world beyond Neptune that they believed was tugging on other planets' orbits.
No way. The way he found it is wild. He had to compare photographic plates taken weeks apart. He was literally staring at thousands of stars, looking for the one tiny dot that moved between frames. Nina, that is some serious dedication to the craft.
It took months of sifting through those plates, but on this day in 1930, he finally spotted that moving object. It ended a decades-long search. Of course, the story of Pluto took a famous turn in 2006 when it was reclassified as a dwarf planet. But for 76 years, it was our official ninth planet.
Dwarf planet or not, it's still a legend. But moving from the stars to something much more grounded and intense, we have to talk about what happened in 1943 at the University of Munich.
Right. February 18th is a solemn anniversary for the German resistance. This was the day the Gestapo arrested Sophie Scholl and her brother Hans. They were part of a group called the White Rose.
That's remarkable. The White Rose was essentially a small group of students and a professor who were distributing anti-Nazi leaflets. Sophie was only 21. It's hard to imagine the kind of steel you need to have do that in the middle of Nazi Germany.
They had distributed 6 different leaflets calling for active opposition to the regime. When they were caught at the university, things moved incredibly fast. Sophie, Hans, and their friend Christoph Probst were executed just 4 days later. Sophie's final words are often cited as an ultimate example of moral clarity. She reportedly said, "What does my death matter if by our acts thousands are warned and alerted?"
That is such a heavy, powerful legacy. It is a reminder that even in the darkest times, there are people willing to speak the truth. While we reflect on that courage, we also have some incredible birthdays to celebrate today that changed the cultural and scientific landscape.
Starting with a name every student of science knows. Alessandro Volta was born on this day in 1745. He was an Italian physicist, and Marcus, I think you'd agree we wouldn't have much of a modern world without him.
Yeah. Volta gave us the voltaic pile, which was the very first electric battery. Without that foundation, we don't have portable electronics. We don't have handheld gaming. Nothing. The unit of electrical potential, the volt, is named after him for a very good reason.
And from the power of electricity to the power of the written word. We also celebrate the birthday of Toni Morrison, born in 1931. She was a titan of literature and became the first African-American woman to receive the Nobel Prize in Literature in 1993.
Her work is just staggering. Beloved, Song of Solomon, The Bluest Eye. Nina, she didn't just write stories. She explored the deep, often painful complexities of the American experience with such grace.
She truly did. And finally, we have a birthday for a figure who shaped the modern musical landscape. Dr. Dre, born Andre Romell Young in 1965.
Exactly. The architect of the West Coast sound. From co-founding NWA to Aftermath Entertainment and then totally disrupting the tech world with Beats Electronics. Dre is a perfect example of how artistic vision can evolve into a massive entrepreneurial legacy.
It is a day of innovators, Marcus. Whether it is discovering a planet, standing up to tyranny, or inventing the battery, February 18th is full of people who refuse to accept the world as it was. I have really enjoyed this conversation today. Thank you for listening to Deep Dive.
Well said, Nina. It has been a fascinating look at the calendar today.
For everyone listening, thanks for joining us on this journey through time. To explore more history, visit deepdive.neuronewscast.com. Deep Dive is AI-assisted, human-reviewed. Explore history every day on Neuro Newscast.